What is good? What's good? What's good, everybody? We are back again. We are back again. And what's crazy is right after I got off the live, a video popped up. So I was like, oh shit, this is something that we need to talk about. And I ain't mentioned nothing about Jeebus on the last video. We talked about God and all the shenanigans. But we need to talk about Jesus and how his so-called death saving the world from all the sins is some bullshit and the most saddest and funniest love story that you ever fucking heard. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. What's up, church? Check in. Shouts out to Minister Jap. Check out Minister Jap's channel. He be going in with the church check in, church on the bit. That nigga be going in with the intro. You know what I'm saying? But here we go. I can't be here too long.
Death on the cross was the greatest. It's about Jesus and his death and his resurrection. Not least of which, though, is that this is the perfect sacrifice. That there can be nothing greater, nothing more meaningful. We are told in the Bible that the greatest act of love is to lay down your life for another, and Jesus supposedly laying down his life for everyone that has ever lived. What could be greater? Is this not the pinnacle, the highest and most perfect manifestation of true love that could ever exist? I don't think so. Like I said, overused, but underthought. Because even if we examine this a little bit, I think it falls apart completely. And so we're going to look at this from a few angles today. But first I wanted to say thank you. This is a patron pick. So once a month I pick someone in the freethinker or above tier to tell me what to make a video about. And this topic today comes from James Skyder, who has been a humanist hero for over 12 months now. James actually gave me like 4 wonderful suggestions, and I'd love to do a video on them all. But sometimes these simpler ones, these ones that are so in our face that we should have already been thinking about, and probably many of us have thought about, but it's nice to hear vocalized so that it can be normalized, are my favorites to do. So thanks again to James and everyone else who supports the channel in any way. But let's dive into today's topic. And the first point that James makes, and that I'm going to echo here, is that who wouldn't? And this isn't an ego thing. Many Christians will say, I don't know if I could. This faux humility to elevate Christ. But really, if you took any of those Christians and you put them in a situation where they could save just one life, I think most would, even if it cost their own. Now imagine one life is someone very dear to them, their spouse, their partner, their child. It's almost a guarantee at this point, right? Just one person truly close to them, especially if they're responsible for it. I think that's why the kid analogy is so powerful. And many people would say that it comes down to a numbers game, which might sound a bit utilitarian here, but I really believe that if you offered most people with perfect evidence, hey, it's either you or these 10 people, many people would dive on that grenade, and then raise the number, 100 people, 1,000 people. You might have people say no at different levels, but can we not get to a number where eventually it makes sense? And one of the things that might cause them to say no is this bias that is in all of us, this distance bias where, well, I don't know them. What if it's 100 people you knew? What if it's every single friend that you have and their children? You're really not going to lay your life down? Some people that are considering this are thinking, okay, yeah, but I have children. It will hurt them if I'm gone. Keep all of these little facts in mind, because we're going to make this comparison in a second. You're going to see how ridiculous this is. What if you're...
Yep. This shit gonna be crazy. Because we already know. We already know. Because I already put myself on the line in the revolution. And that's putting my life on the line to die for the people. You know what I'm saying? You know, you're crazy, Hurykane. Well, I guess I'll be crazy. But motherfucker be like, I don't think I'll motherfucking die for somebody. Well, I would. Now, would you die for your son, your daughter? But in this case, it's like, would you die for 100 people that you know, or would you die for like 1,000 people that you don't know? When it comes to a situation like, all right, I'm gonna press the button and kill 1,000 people, Spider-Man. Bitch, I'm not Spider-Man, but like, if they life is in my hands, nigga, let's squab. You know. But this video was about Jesus's death, if it was real, which is not a death. How can you send yourself to die for yourself for some so-called sins that was supposed to be cleared up after the goddamn flood? Shit don't make no sense.
Single, and you can save 1,000,000 people, 1,000 of which you know perfectly and you love with all your heart, and they're all important to you. What if I told you that you personally had mapped out a plan for them? What if I told you that you were responsible for all of them, that somehow you had created them all? What if you had 1,000 children and the offer is on the table? them versus you. But what if we tip the scales even further? What if I said, if you don't lay down your life for them, not only will they die, they will be resurrected afterwards on purpose to be kept alive, or at least conscious, to be tormented eternally. Now let me make this deal even better for you. If you die and get out of your human suffering in this human body, you'll be resurrected, and you'll be the God of the universe. We're just going to stop with all the middle point analogies and look at this for what the claim really is. You will be resurrected and have full power as the reigning king of the cosmos forever. So we started with, would you die for a stranger, all the way to, would you die for the entire world that you're responsible for, that you supposedly love every single person dearly, and not just the people currently alive, but the people that have died. And you're not just saving their life, you're saving them from eternal conscious torment. You're not just going to die and go into the dirt. You're actually going to get a better deal and become king of the universe. It becomes meaningless. Who?
For over damn 17 ad. It's a damn ad. I hate these motherfucking ads in the middle of, like, when you're trying to disrupt Christianity, dog. They always send these ads like, oh my God, if you're watching porn, you're bad. I'm like, bitch, me and my girl watch porn. Porn is bad, okay? Drugs are bad, okay? It's like, like, it's like, I hate when I'm watching spiritual shit and they're flood me with Christian ads. When I'm watching some truth shit, they flood me with false political ads. It's like, you're not gonna stop me from watching what I want to fucking watch, you bitch ass fuck. You're just gonna make me hate y'all motherfuckers even more.
Street. It's mundane. Well, Brandon, what if the death was especially horrific? I don't deny that. Crucifixion sounds like a nightmare. Funny enough, in recorded history, if we're believing Jesus' crucifixion and the story that goes with it, and comparing it to what we know about historical crucifixion.
If we believe Jesus' crucifixion, that shit is crazy because they beat the shit out that nigga way before he even got on the cross. He's supposed to be dead. Nigga, he was walking with the cross and they was playing Cry Me a River. Oh, cry me a river. And the motherfucking camera pan to Mary Magdalene, hoe ass, ho, cry me a river. And then nigga like Jesus holding the cross all bloody and shit, throwing the head knot up and shit with the peace sign, like, cry me a river. Bitch, I ain't gonna die yet. Cry me a river. Oh, cry me a river.
Jesus had the easiest crucifixion of anyone that's ever been crucified. 3 hours. Crucifixion could last days.
Salute.
As a parent, I can say one of the worst parts of losing my life, or being tortured and then killed, would be for my children to have to witness it. Jesus didn't have children. Other people who have been crucified, who were crucified for longer, who wouldn't then go on to become God, who had children witnessing it, knowing they would miss out on their future, knowing the trauma that this would place on them, knowing that there wouldn't be anyone there to provide for them. Is that loss not so much greater? And yet there's no reward for them for saving the entire world. When you really construct everything together, that is the claim of what Jesus is doing and what he gets afterward, what he didn't have to lose, and even how his pain was limited compared to what most people have gone through in that same horrific situation.
Stay down.
Jesus is starting to get a pretty sweet deal. In fact, I wonder if you could just rewind time completely. You're just somehow up in heaven and you're given the choice. Hey, you can be the Son of God and or God himself. You'll exist in a state of perfection. Your will be done. In fact, it's even going to be your will. You're going to want to do this thing, but there is this one thing you're going to have to go through. You're going to go down, become a human for 33 years. For 30 years, you can pretty much do whatever you want. Then you're going to have 3 years of ministry. You're going to make a ton of friends, travel, teach, eat, and drink. And then you're going to have 3 then you're going to have the most glorious resurrection, and you will truly be worshipped and loved by billions. And even if everyone hated you, which they won't, you'll get the pleasure of knowing that you saved all these people from the thing that you set up to harm them in the first place. My sarcasm might be
right. Like, you saved them from the shit that you was going to harm them with in the first place. Like I said, nigga, like, you sing yourself to die for yourself. It's like you sing yourself to die, but you don't die. Magic trick. Bitch, I'm Chris Angel. I turned water into wine. I fed multitudes of people with bread and fish made out of magical GMO meat.
getting in the middle of this a little bit, but do you understand what I'm saying? I bet many people would take that deal. And the only people saying, I want to take that deal, are probably taking it for good moral reasons, like, I don't want to be worshipped. But we know this God does. In fact, he demands it and commands it, which kind of leads into point 2 here. So the first angle is the most important, and I could stop the video here, and I think we would have made some major ground. But the Christian claim of this is the greatest act of love is often used with a very negative implication. He died for you.
But he died for you, and that shit don't even make no sense, nigga. That shit don't make no sense. Now, me saying that I died for you will make sense because you know me. You might see a revolutionary battle outside, And you might see some news coverage. Hurykane, leader of the revolution, died fighting for his people. Bam. Boop. Like I exist. You can go to my records and all this shit. Got a YouTube channel, Facebook, all this shit. Bam. Now me, it will actually happen. You know what I'm saying? You already know.
You owe him. See this video here?
Right, talking about he died for you. You owe him worship. Like, I don't owe that motherfucker shit. He died and supposedly came back to life. Ta-da! Nigga, that was a magic trick. Nigga, I'm not about to worship you. Nigga, you just traumatized me and my family with the torture and the crucifixion for 3 hours. 3 hours of you just getting your ass beat. Cry me a river. Oh, cry me a river. You ever that camera panning to everybody and shit. They're like, cry me, cry me. They all this bullshit. So fucking fairy tale.
On this particular angle of the topic before, but this Jesus loves you so much he died for you. He was thinking about you when he was on that cross. It was your sin.
Right, he was thinking about you when he was on that cross. Nigga, I would have been thinking about God, what the fuck? 3 hours, nigga? I know I'm an immortal, but goddamn, you should have lowered that shit to 30 minutes.
With the nail driving into his palm. This is like the ultimate mic drop in Christian witness, playing both sides of the coin, the love and the or else, all at the same time. It's truly
right. Love me or else you go to hell. And that's why Christians still living in fear. It's like some Christians right now are like on a thin line. It's a thin line between letting go Jesus and being your true fucking self. that they like, fuck it. I'm gonna just keep this mustard seed of faith just in case I'm wrong. Like, no, fuck that. If you don't really fuck with Christianity like that, then go all the way in, nigga. Don't be 90% because in Christianity tells you can't serve two masters. So hashtag fuck Jesus. You dig?
of emotional manipulation. It plays on guilt. It plays on obligation. It's designed to bypass logic and create some kind of instant loyalty or obedience or submission. Imagine a stranger coming up to you saying, "Hey, I'm finally healed now, but 3 months ago I jumped in front of a bus for you. Love me forever." What? I didn't know you. I didn't ask you to do that. I don't owe you anything. It gets worse when, again, we consider that Jesus didn't have to do this, right? That's the other part of the story. It was the only way to atone for our evil. Well, you could have not made it.
Right. Now that shit is like, yo, I'm not doing the revolution for no one's approval. I'm doing the revolution, man, because it's time, man. Like, we need to wake up and fight, man. I ain't trying to get people to worship me, but like, if anybody is starting a cult group in my name, like, I'm not gonna hold nothing against you. You know what I'm saying? You following the rules of war. Like, you understand my code. If y'all better fucking got a cult in my name somewhere, then y'all really truly follow me. And shouts out to y'all, but I'm not gonna make nobody drink no Kool-Aid. We're gonna drink some Hennessy, bitch. And wait on the spaceship to come down, like Jim Jones said. Or was it David Koresh? Which one of them? Cults are bad. Okay. Being a cult leader is bad.
Evil could not let me be born. The stranger in the example doesn't actually have all those controls, but the God of the universe would. If you're a Christian and you actually believe that truly in all of the potential multiverses, like your Doctor Strange looking at everything that could have ever been, the only way that God could get us out of this bind of our sin was to make himself a human at this particular time in the Middle East and get himself killed so that he could be resurrected to beat death, like it's some kind of a legal code that he had to get himself out of. If you really believe that, you don't believe your God is all powerful. None of this had to happen.
Exactly. And that's another point. If God got to send himself down to die, but not really die and say, I did this for you, then, like, nigga, you're not really all powerful. Nigga, just come down, say something to everybody. If you're the God of this world and the universe, come down, say what up, let everybody see, okay, now I believe. And show that you are him, show the proof of all the lies and all the deceit, and just like show us the truth, man. Just show us the truth. Instead, people are going to be in conflict forever. This is why I choose to follow the path of self-guidance. To know your true self. Like, what brings you love and joy, what makes your soul happy or or be on fire, because I think that connects with your purpose. So me, it's like music, art, literature. You know what I'm saying? Podcasting, I'm just now growing to love this. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, I wanted to be a fucking gamer, and that's it. Be a gamer, drop some music, and keep it fucking rolling. But once the scamdemic happened, I had to just drop music and say fuck the government because I'm pissed off at this whole fucking situation of the scamdemic. So it was like it just stayed on the fucking government forever, along with my music and content. And and a little bit of spiritual shit. And then I start branching off talking about the TV shows, movies, best-selling novels, and comic books, and now I'm all over the place. I got over 1,000 fucking videos. Like god damn.
It is like the random guy jumping in front of the bus saying, "Your turn, give me your life." We're just born with this debt that supposedly someone else pays for us, right? Isn't that the great gospel message? But they always fail to say the second part. It was a loan. Now we just owe that person. Imagine if you owed $100,000 to the bank. You're in a pickle. You don't know how you're going to do it. But some stranger comes over and says, "Hey, guess what? Without you knowing, I went and I paid that for you." It's a free gift. Wow, thank you. And again, to make it more biblically accurate, they actually put that debt on you when you were born because they judged you for being bad, just to make it fair, because it's still so much more ridiculous in the reality of the biblical context.
Yeah, because even in the Bible it say no one is good, no, not one. You feel me? No one is good, no, not one. So what if parents that are Christians and that have been saved bring a child into the world? Oh yeah, nigga, that child is still a sinner until they get baptized. So now, once the child get baptized and the whole family is baptized and they do good for themselves, do good for the community, do good for their family and shit, it's still not good enough. Giving to the church, all this shit, like being a real, true, good person, still ain't good enough.
So they pay your $100,000 debt. They say it's a free gift, enjoy. Oh,
Hey, have you ever been told you have a nice voice?
Oh my fucking god, this ad. How about telling you?
$100,000 debt. They say it's a free gift, enjoy. Oh, but now you owe me. And if you don't pay me back in the way I want to be paid, with giving your life to me, letting me control your life, submitting to me, obeying me, loving me. Jesus said to love me is to obey me. If you don't do that, things are going to get worse. It's not
Right. Simple as that. That's the bargain with Jesus. I died for you. Now you owe me your life and soul. Like, bitch, you didn't really fucking die. Let's just keep it 1,000. You came down here, traumatized motherfuckers, act like you died, came back in 3 fucking days. Ta-da! I'm not really dead. This is a magic trick to make y'all believe that I'm God. But like, nigga, like, at the end of the day, you think nobody else could do a magic trick at those times? Because as soon as Moses threw down a stick and turned to snakes, the Pharaoh and soldiers was like, nigga, we do that shit too, bitch. Like, nigga, these motherfuckers with the magic and shit, with the magic.
the bank that's going to foreclose on your house. It's me. I'm going to foreclose on your life. And I'm going to make absolute sure that you exist forever in a conscious, tormented state. Or pure annihilation, whichever one you want to go with. It's not a free gift at all. It's a transfer of debt and a transfer of power. The third angle was going to be the concept of hell and how it plays into us, though I think I've covered this. But to give you one more quick analogy here, it's as if a firefighter pulls you from a burning building that he lit on fire. And as you're thanking him, he corrects you and says, "Now listen, you're going to marry me, you're going to love me, you're going to obey me, you're going to worship me, and you're going to make all your friends do the same. And if you don't, I'm going to throw you back in." In what world is this viewed as a good thing? In what world is this
Exactly. I love that analogy. I love that analogy. It's like he said, if a firefighter set the fire to the building that you in and save you, and he say, now that he saved you, now it's like, now you gotta love me, worship me, cater to me, and make your friends do it. And if you don't, I'm gonna throw you right back in that fire that I created. That is exactly God, because the demons ain't create hell.
the greatest act of love? It fails on so many levels. It's almost hilarious if it wasn't so horrific.
Like I
How many
said,
of us
they say it's the motherfucking saddest love story. I say it's the saddest and funniest love story, because for anybody to believe that shit is retarded. Real shit. The whole Jesus barter shit don't make no sense. But like, we need to go back and listen again.
And get himself killed so that he could be resurrected to beat death,
It's
like it's some
good.
kind of a legal code that he had to get himself out of. If you really believe that, you don't believe your God is all powerful. None of this had to happen. It is like the random guy jumping in front of the bus saying, "Your turn, give me your life." We're just born with this debt that supposedly someone else pays for us, right? Isn't that the great gospel message? But they always fail to say the second part. It was a loan. Now we just owe that person. Imagine if you owed $100,000 to the bank. You're in a pickle. You don't know how you're going to do it. But some stranger comes over and says, "Hey, guess what? Without you knowing, I went and I paid that for you." It's a free gift. Wow, thank you. And again, to make it more biblically accurate, they actually put that debt on you when you were born. The judge being bad, just to make it fair, because it's still so much more ridiculous in the reality of the biblical context. So they pay your $100,000 debt. They say it's a free gift, enjoy. Oh, but now you owe me. And if you don't pay me back in the way I want to be paid, with giving your life to me, letting me control your life, submitting to me, obeying me, loving me. Jesus says to love me is to obey me. If you don't do that, things are going to get worse. It's not just the bank that's going to foreclose on your house. It's me. I'm going to foreclose on your life. And then I'm going to make absolute sure that you exist forever in a conscious, tormented state. Or pure annihilation, whichever one you want to go with. It's not a free gift at all. It's a transfer of debt and a transfer of power.
Exactly.
The third angle was going to be the concept of hell and how it plays into us, though I think I've covered this. But to give you one more quick analogy here, it's as if a firefighter pulls you from a burning building that he lit on fire, and as you're thanking him, he corrects you and says, "Now listen, you're going to marry me, you're going to love me, you're going to obey me, you're going to worship me, and you're going to make all your friends do the same. And if you don't, I'm going to throw you back in." In what world is this viewed as a good thing? In what world is this the greatest act of love? It fails on so many levels. It's almost hilarious if it wasn't so horrific how many of us had bought into this. How many people this Easter will weep at their church service as the youth team acts out?
Right. Jesus carrying the cross while they playing "Cry Me a River." Oh, cry me a river. The nigga throwing up the head nod to everybody and shit. The camera panning to all the bitches. "Cry me a river. Cry me, cry me. Cry me a river."
The horrific pain that Jesus went through for you. How many spirits will be stirred into the emotional manipulation of, "I'm so broken. Look what I deserve, and yet this man took it from me. The least I can do is give my life to him." Utter.
Right. Fuck the bullshit. It's utter nonsense. A motherfucker, God come down and die, but don't die and say, "Ta-da! I died for you. Now you owe me your life." Cry me a river.
Insanity and manipulation. What's worse is, again,
Right. Do you know the definition of insanity? Doing the same thing over and over and over again, expecting a different result. Motherfuckers have been praying forever. Like, this is why I left Christianity. I prayed all my motherfucking life. Nothing happened. The people I prayed for got worse. Situations got worse. It's like, shit, nigga, like, so I left Christianity alone. The greatest weight was lifted off my shoulders. I didn't feel suffocated no more. I felt free. And what's crazy is you feel free. It's awesome.
biblical comparison, the sacrifice only matters if we know about it and we can get ourselves to believe in it, and then we act accordingly. There's problems all over that aspect as well. And we've talked about this before, not only the divine hiddenness of God, not only the bad evidence against Christianity that we are told we must still overcome, that we must just turn off our brain, and who cares if we can see clearly how immoral it is or incorrect it is, believe anyways, but also this entire concept of where and when you are born, into whom and with what circumstances and influences, 1,000 things outside your control. To say that his death was a gift to everyone, that it was an act of love for everyone, when we know for a fact that the vast amount of people that have ever been born and will most likely ever be born simply have not even had the opportunity to hear about the gift and thus are excluded from the gift. How very sad and silly. So to close.
Exactly. For all the other cultures that don't even know about fake ass Jesus, it's like, well, nigga, y'all going to hell because y'all don't know. It's all your fault. So you should have knew. Your parents should have knew. You got to pay for the sins of the fathers and shit. Biblical law. Fuck Christianity.
Here, instead of considering what kind of person wouldn't, because I think we've already established if those odds were really there, you could save the whole world that you created, that you're responsible for, that you loved, by being tortured for 3 hours and raising again as the supreme ruler of everything. Most people would do it, if not everybody, if actually articulated correctly and presented fully. But furthermore, what God wouldn't? What kind of a monster would you have to be claimed all powerful and all loving and not save everyone? If God really loved everyone, why wouldn't he actually just save everyone? Why would he ever condemn them?
Great fucking question. If God really wanted to save everyone, how come we just can't save everyone? Going back to my question in the last video or on my other videos, why you just don't come down and just save your people and leave everything else to its own devices? Or just come down here and with a snap of a finger or a blink of an eye, get rid of evil. You know, sit
Why would you condemn him in the first place? All the Christian apologetics. It's out of hands. Evil entered the world. Like we have verses that directly say he created it, or all the times that he brags about it. It was us. We did it. We're so powerful that the first humans who ever existed created evil out of thin air, apparently, and chose to pass it down to every single child, the generation for all time. Us? What about all the verses that say we're nothing, the lowly creatures from the dirt? Which is it? But that's a tangent for another day. Long story short here, they act like Jesus is so unique and so heroic, but I would bet that any human parent would do more for less, and they wouldn't demand lifelong allegiance afterwards. One of the things that James actually said in his message is how offensive he finds this concept, and that is the perfect word. It is offensive. It's offensive to ask us to believe it. It's offensive to ask us to expect it. It's offensive to tell us what we owe, when with just a little unpacking we can see actually horrific, if not straight up evil, if such a thing exists, this entire concept is.
Right. Yeah. And if Jesus is not the fucking father, then why would any father send his son to die and be tortured for 3 hours first and then die? And then come back and be like, ta-da, nigga, God ain't shit. But Christians be like, Jesus is God. Well, then he sent himself to die for himself and for y'all, which was supposed to have been cleared up after the flood. But like somehow, I guess just a lot more evil people in the world after the flood, and y'all had all the good humans left. I guess the bloodline of Noah, huh? Still evil, huh? Get the fuck out of here.
Would be offensive to any real perfect loving God that actually cared for his creation. So thank you again, James. Thank you again, all patrons. Thank you again to everyone who supports the channel in any way. I'll see you Tuesday with another takedown. And until then, keep thinking. I wanted to personally.
That's right. That's right. So then keep thinking, keep using your critical thinking skills. Like for real, for real. Now we about to get up out of here. You know, say play a couple tracks and we out. Because at the end of the day, if God so loved the world, why the fuck this world is run by murderers, liars, and thieves?
Yeah. 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 Murderers, liars, thieves run the world. Powers that be, they run the world. Tell me why they run the world. Murderers, liars, thieves run the world. Powers that be, they run the world. Lord, tell me why they run the world. Murderers, liars, thieves run the world. Powers that be, they run the world. Tell me why they run the world. Murderers, liars, thieves run the world. Powers that be, they run the world. Lord, tell me why they run the world. Tired of the praying, tired of the meditating, tired of you false prophets taking from the congregation. Tired of United Nations, consular foreign relation, controlling my population. Propaganda been here for ages. Evil reptilians, calling black people simians. Bitch, I'm a native Indian, Cherokee with the businesses. I don't think you're feeling this. Middle finger up to your government. The president's a motherfucking puppet, bitch. Tell lies to the motherfucking public. Democrats, Republicans, Supreme Court, summon dick. EPA, FDA, FCC on that sucker shit. Control the shit on TV. The radio is the same too. Everybody is fake, dude. They don't wanna hear the damn truth. That murderers, liars, thieves run the world. Powers that be, they run the world. Tell me why they run the world. Murderers, liars, thieves run the world. Powers that be, they run the world. Lord, tell me why they run the world. Murderers, liars, thieves run the world. Powers that be, they run the world. Tell me why they run the world. Murderers, liars, thieves run the world. Powers that be, they run the world. Lord, tell me why they run the world. Freedom is a state of mind. Take your time and redefine your peace of mind. Would be sublime, but it gotta be here. Fuck afterlife. They keep us in fear every day and night. Cops killing brothers every day and night. So I gotta live every day and night. Watching my back with this green and white. CIA, NSA, watching us every day. Social media, internet, record every word you fucking say. We're categorized in a long list. Label us terrorists. Most of y'all ain't aware of this, so you gotta prepare for this. Government shut down. Who gon' get them bucks now? Same evil bloodlines. The Rockefellers, the Rothschild. Control the war on both sides. We gon' wake up and realize these are the end times. Let's destroy their enterprise. Murderers, liars, thieves run the world. Powers that be, they run the world. Tell me why they run the world. Murderers, liars, thieves run the world. Powers that be, they run the world. Lord, tell me why they run the world. Murderers, liars, thieves run the world. Powers that be, they run the world. Tell me why they run the world. Murderers, liars, thieves, run the world. Powers that be, they run the world. Lord, tell me why they run the world.
That's right. That's right. Shout out to everybody coming through. Hey, yo, Jay, send me that track that me and Low Key did because I can't download it, because I don't got the premium. 'Cause I want to play that motherfucking Hideout remix on this bitch. I'm like, damn, I want to play that Hideout remix, man. Nigga, me and Low Key killed that shit too. Because I thought he something in the email, but he didn't. He just dropped it. I was like, okay. Shouts out. What's good? What's good? Because they won't let me download it. So we can have the squad over here. So I can play everybody tracks. There we go. So as you get on, got you. Yeah, but I ain't at work yet. Shit, I go to work. I bust up like around 3. And I think the Tigers play at 1. They don't be done till like around maybe like 4 or 5. Once I get there, everybody be leaving, and we get our spots, our positions, wait till everybody leave, and we start cleaning up. Those doors did you good last night? I told they don't hit a mile away. Where? So now I stay in Detroit. We had some rain, but I ain't hear nothing about no tornado. I gotta go check my weather. Shit was wild. Those 5. Gonna get all of us on the drive together. That's what's up. That's what's up. Down there in northern Mississippi. M-I, quicker letter I, quicker letter I, humpback, I. David Banner. It's hot as fuck as Savannah, Georgia. Man, it's cold as fuck in Detroit. I don't know why. Oh yeah, because of the weather dominator. They trying to motherfucking make a nigga energy bill be fucking high, but I'm not having it. I'm not having it. Don't want a fucking hoodie. Don't want a fucking hoodie and keep it rolling. I ain't about to have a nigga paying $500 on the energy bill. Got me fucked up. But let me get up out of here. We're gonna play one more track and we're gonna bounce.
When you know, you know. 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 When you know, you know.
When you know yourself, you see the vision. Multi-dimension, parallel worlds with you ascended. Shot the work in the work. I was an introvert, broke out the shell, time to put it work. I'm finna burst. At the government, Democrats and Republicans, fuck a mulligan. Only get one shot, then I'm done with it. I'm the master, I calculated the data with dark matter. Using the elements makes the space shatter. Hate chatter, fed softer than cake batter. Let's take matters from Earth to space battles. Like an anime from Sunday through Saturday. Using alchemy, playing with magic like Final Fantasy. Final boss, the blade longer than Sephiroth. Black Messiah, hell yeah, I bear the cross. I'm a rebel, fight for a cause. The universal law, fight the enemy through the stars.
When you know, you know. 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 When you know, you know.
When you know yourself, you see the power, the very power, that turn the enemies to cowards, they get devoured. I turn the minutes into hours, they look sour. Hurykane, just like the clock tower. Spit the mantra, analytical monster. With the truth, I'ma conquer enemies acting bonkers. I'm exuberant, stay maneuvering, hooligan, super kick to the moon again. Hell no, I ain't doing no. Destroy the temple, I'm using powers of elementals. So essential to my team, despite the differential. I'm a warrior, keep it simple. My flow make it triple, instrumental, cause it did mention no time ripples. Do good in 2 light sickles, I slice missiles. Fuck the government, I turn tanks into bicycles. I'm a rebel, fight for a cause. Universal law, throw the enemy through with stars, kill them all.
When you know, you know. When you know, you know. When you know, you know. When you know. When you know, you know. When you know, you know. When you know, you know. Yeah.
Better know thyself, you better listen. Pay attention, hear me. Better know thyself, you better listen. Hear me. Better know thyself, you better listen. Better know thyself, you better attention. Better know thyself, you better listen. Let that be right. Pay attention. Better know thyself, you better listen. Let that be right. You better listen. Better know thyself, you better listen. Gotta know thyself, you better listen. Pay attention. Better know thyself, you better listen.
Phenom Rogue One Production.
Meditate by the sunshine. Gotta ease my mind, cause I'm living in these evil times. Now it's time for me to redefine, change the whole game. Fuck a brother dominated, I am the real thing. Being fire in storms, I'm breaking the pain. I will not refrain from using the power I gain, destroying everything. For your family, Illuminati, your Rothschild. Treat us like cattle, they got this world locked down. Found a fella in Vatican, got me mad again, sad again. Can we destroy these evil savages? Sandwiches made out of human flesh and packages. Fluoride and water got y'all demasculate, can't even fathom it. I'm creating better advantages, smoking cannabis. Load up the K, it's time to blast again. Fuck the motherfucking government, nigga. We coming with dozens of killers. Fuck the government, nigga, yeah, it's time to fight. Doomsday, motherfucker, yeah, the time is right. How many people really wanna ride tonight against the government? Y'all can call me Dr. Blight. Fuck the government, nigga, yeah, it's time to fight. Doomsday, motherfucker, yeah, the time is right. How many people really wanna ride tonight against the government? Y'all can call me Dr. Blight. Occupying the Getty, my gun is heavy. This mission is deadly. I hope you motherfuckers ready. My armor Chevy, equipped with the beam, another level. Coming through the scene, mean like twisted metal. Demolition, I be destroying the competition. Stop and listen, the government is the opposition. Wait a kind of pick a minute, I never finish. I am replenished, powers will never diminish. They're using magic to broadcast in all the masses. So I'm blasting all you fucking evil bastards. To the masters, above earth or in the earth. Y'all better disperse or you getting murked. Fuck it, I might hack the system, blast the system. That will cause a cataclysm. Massive missiles, master pistols, have to lift ya, and the fucking world won't miss you. Hey, fuck the government, it's time to fight. Doomsday, motherfucker, yeah, the time is right. How many people really wanna ride tonight against the government? Fucking call me Dr. Blight. Fuck the government, it's time to fight. Doomsday, motherfucker, yeah, the time is right. How many people really wanna ride tonight against the government? Fucking call me Dr. Blight.
production.
All right, this the Hurricane Sunday service. I bet y'all in y'all car nodding y'all head like y'all Smokey from Friday. You know, I Smokey the Friday was not this head. I bet y'all in y'all car, nigga, nod y'all head like a motherfucker to this shit, nigga. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Shout out to everybody coming through. It's Sunday, Sunday fun day. Tigers play today. Do it for me. Supposed to be like 10, 15 minutes ago, but shit, 45 minutes is cool. 45 minutes is cool. But shit, nigga, I don't gotta go to work till 3. So you already know what it is. I still got time. And catch y'all in a minute. I just had to get this other video out. So this video was sponsored by Kirkland Nut Bars. Get you a Kirkland Nut Bar. If a bitch talking shit, tell her to put a nut bar in her mouth. Kirkland Nut Bars. Get you one a day. And sponsored by Kellogg's Rice Krispie Treats. I ain't had this shit. I bet this shit tastes like poison and GMO. And since it's Sunday, and y'all already know about communion, you got the bread and wine. So for the bread, it's gonna be the blunt, and for the wine, I got wine on here. You know, got a little bit. That's all you need.